Good morning. I'd like to introduce Ripon, who is our research fellow working on the SEEP project from Bangladesh. Good morning. Could you tell me a little bit about your project and its key features?
The, and I am as part of the Asian partners from Bangladesh Agricultural University, working with the seed project, and particularly the project key objective is to increase the value and volume of seafood being traded from Bangladesh to European countries, particularly European Union. And the seafood here means that not only the produces from the sea, it includes the farm products, particularly the aquaculture produces, and it includes four species: shrimp, prawn, tilapia, and pangasius.
Okay, thank you. What would you say the unique features of aquaculture were in your own country?
There is a unique features of Bangladeshi aquaculture, and the basic the main two species are being traded, that is the shrimp and prawn. And the unique features are that the shrimp is producing in very extensive system compared to the other Asian countries, and it is in the low density and wider area it is cultured, and feed is very minimum. It is almost wild culture systems, and the consumer, particularly in the Europe, possibly they don't know about, and compared to the other countries it is almost organic product. On the other hand, the prawn farming, it is carried out in the rice field bed system, and with the rice in concurrent system, rice and prawn together produces in the field, and the production of prawn is much higher, and the prawn gets the larger size, and that is very attractive to the consumers communities. And both the things compared to the other Asian countries is in good prospects, particularly for the trade in future. And possibly by the seed project, we will be assess the key characteristics of the two species, and that will help us to increase the volume and values of these products.
Okay, thank you. What have been the significant changes or developments in aquaculture in Bangladesh over the last 5 years?
Over the last 5 years, yes, there is obvious significant changes in the development, particularly the two main important seafood being traded, and there was a big questions about the improvement of the value chain. Already government is looking after for different development perspectives, particularly for the traceability. You know that there is a large number of farmers in Bangladesh, particularly for shrimp and prawn production, and the traceability is the very complex thing to implement in Bangladesh. But government is trying hard to organize the farmers and to give the training and to bring into the traceability system. That is the main change. And again, we had some shortfalls about the safety issue testing, and government, with the help of the United Nations Development of industrial sites, and develop some laboratory facilities to the government office, and they are able to test the seafoods, and now Bangladeshi exporters can export the quality seafood without any health hazard to a greater extent. That sort of changes we have observed over the last 5 years.
Okay, thank you. Could you give us some key points that arose from the recent stakeholder workshops in Bangladesh?
Yes, we had a stakeholder workshop in Bangladesh in the southwestern region district. This is called Khulna, and we have organized the meeting with different levels of stakeholders, including farmers, NGO officials, DOF officials, academicians, researchers, developers, and different levels of people. And we had a whole day workshop there, and we have got the outcomes about the sustainability issues of the products, seafood products, and there are a couple of sustainability issues. One of them is the traceability issues that I talked about already. The traceability, maintaining the traceability, it's still very difficult as the number of the farmers is large in number. So seed project is trying to do something. How can it possible to bring the farmers in the traceability system in a concrete and a systematic way? And another issue is very important, that is the food safety. Still farmers are using the different sort of feed. Sometimes they use the poultry feed. It sometimes uh, contains some sort of antibiotics. That is another challenge. And for the food safety issue, seed project is trying to give some information so that farmer can produce their shrimp and prawn, maintaining the food safety concern. That's the key things we have observed in the SOS workshop.
Okay, finally, what do you feel that the SEEP project has achieved in your country, and more specifically, how do you see the impact or contribution of the project?
This is very good questions. Actually, seed project made something different. Initially there lots of development research project was going on in Bangladesh, and they were mostly working in a close periphery of the main producing area. But through the seed project, what we have done, we have we have touched the wider distributed farmers, and we have included the large number of farmers in our initial study that was under the work package 2. And this study is mainly for to find out the issues, the main issues that is impacting the seafood trade from Bangladesh. The issues not only for the farmers, issues related to all the different level of stakeholders along the value chain. And the seed project included all the stakeholders and try to understand all sorts of problems, issues, concerns from all level of stakeholders, and seed project compiled them particularly. And we have carried out a comprehensive sample farmer survey that was about 400 farmers in different districts from different upazilas, from different unions and different villages, and that is giving us a large number of very qualitative information, and that will impacts on making good policy deliverables, and that will help us how can we improve our seafood production and trade in Bangladesh. And the ultimate achievement I can think of that our seed project objective is to develop an index that is called ethical aquatic food index. Once we finish the project, using the data from the different work packages of the project, we can develop an index, and that index could be easily understood by the consumers, and they can think that seeing the index how the fish is produced or seafood is produced in Bangladesh, and hopefully we will be able to do that. And from the findings, and once we can produce the policy measures, our government will take it very easily, and ultimately the impacts of the project will go into the farmers level. Maybe not now, but in long term we can see that there is a big impacts coming in near future.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much.